Okay, today's July 9th or 10th? 9th. Here's our two friends. We have them out together. One thing that always has to be understood, the dogs are on leashes and collars at all times during this, not only this rehabilitation part, but the rehabilitation at home, until we're 100% confident the dogs know where we're at. So this is a little strange environment for them. Haven't had them in the field. And this is good, and they're just minding their own business. They're hunting. So when dogs are sniffing, we really have to call it what it is, hunting. They're sniffing odors and finding out what's going on around here. Dog urine, rabbit crap, whatever they're smelling. And it's nice because Gizmo's independent, Lola's independent, so that part of this process is nice. So we always have our checklist. Are the dog's needs met? Meaning, they have to pee, poop. Of course, Lola poops when you look at her the wrong way, but that's actually, Gizmo, but that's actually changed a little bit. So anyway, what we're going to do, I'm going to stop filming, and then Camille is going to do our obedience work. And notice that these leashes aren't interfering with anything as long as you're supervised. Now, we wouldn't let them run along the beach unsupervised or run somewhere unsupervised. So I'm going to cut, and we're going to do some work with them. Okay, so now here we are. Camille's going to try to handle both of them. And what you want to look at is that Camille's relaxed and there's no tension on the leash. And it's nice for her to work with, it's nice for the dogs to have different people working with them, because obviously they're going to work with different people. Now, the problem comes in is this is twice as difficult as handling one dog. So she's going to ask him to heel, and she's going to take him for a walk to her right.
Lola, Gizmo, heel. Good.
Notice she's relaxed, and she's got to handle them both, correct? Snap that Lola the next time. And then do that nice loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo. Thinks I'm nuts. Good. And see, they're walking, there's no tension. They're not pulling her. If anything, they're lagging behind. About turn to your right, and they follow her kinda. Lola's all spazzed out. Praise her. And we want them on her left. Lola's not connecting that. Actually, Gizmo's doing a lot better today. Lola is having a little bit of a bad hair day. Slow down, come to a stop, ask them to both to sit. See, she's relaxed. Ask Giz, good, they're relaxed. So, I gotta get up off my butt. And there's no tension here. And this isn't done for food. Do you see that Camille's nice and relaxed? The leashes are loose. Now I'm going to ask Camille to step out with her left foot and say heel, and they're going to follow her. Go ahead. Good. She corrects the one that's not behaving, and she praises the one that, in this case, Gizmo's doing perfectly well. About turn. And again, it's hard for Camille to handle two dogs. And Lola responds to that. Watch. And we may have done this together a little prematurely, but we go with what we can. Good. About turn. Good. Then you're going to slow down, come to a stop. They sat automatically. She's going to stay and pivot out with her right foot. She's got to make sure there's no tension on the leashes. It's hard with two dogs. So this is nice. These are two nice behaviors. She's not getting emotionally involved in the dog. She can't. She's incapable. She's from another planet, so she's incapable of getting emotionally involved. She's the perfect dog trainer. So Gizmo got up, and Gizmo has to realize, you know, it's not that hot out today. We take all these things into consideration. Now she's going to just step out with her left and say heel. And Lola needs a little help. Then she's going to slow down, come to a stop, ask him to sit. Then she's going to put them on free time. Free time releases them psychologically. Now they can go back to sniffing, peeing, pooping. They can do everything except jump on people. They can't fight with one another, and they're free to do whatever they want. So we have to understand that concept of free time. Free time means they're free. It's like kids on recess. They still need to be supervised. And then we're going to cut. This was a very nice training session. It's probably one of the nicer, milder days we had. And we look at the dogs and we study their personalities. Lola's pretty easy to read. Gizmo is so, we're going to film a few minutes of of this when we try to feed. She's probably lost a few pounds, no doubt, but all right, I'm cutting. All right, so here we are, and this is our cross bear feeding Gizmo, and we don't want her rolling over. So the one thing that we're showing is that we don't touch her if she rolls over. She's sitting up, she can get all the physical love. Now Camille's going to put her leash in her left hand. Everything is relaxed. The trick is the dog never knows that there's tension on the leash. Then Camille's reaching for her bowl. And the dog, in the past, the bowl represented anxiety. She tightened right up. Now put the bowl down.
Good
Say,
girl,
okay, girl.
Lola, okay.
And we made her really good. Good. Praise her.
Good girl.
That's right. Good. So we want her to defer to the human authority over the bowl. Reach down.
Good.
Put it back down. Now, this is going to be a little messy. Now, in the past, you know, I try to predict if it's the same. It took her like 3 minutes to just take it out of my hand. She's actually doing a little better with Camille because I don't... Now, take a little scoop in your hand of the wet food. Now, we don't acknowledge any of this BS at all. I don't know what it is, but we don't fool with that. She's not getting any... I know, it's gross. Say her name.
Gizmo.
Making... Good.
Gizmo. Gizmo. Good. Good, Gizmo. Good. Good.
Then put your hand by the bowl.
Good.
So that's better. Yesterday it took 3 minutes.
Good, Mama.
Put your hand on the bottom of the bowl. It's a little messy. And we watch to see if she tenses up. We want to stop that tension.
Good
Now take your hand away. Tell her she's a good girl.
Good girl.
Now here's where the problem goes. When she's halfway through it, Camille's going to ask her to stop eating. And then she will. But she's so sensitive to corrections. Now this is much better than yesterday.
Good girl, Gizmo.
I'll just tell her she's good.
Good girl.
See, that's great. Reach for the bowl. So we want to do a lot of control over the bowl. Put it down.
Good girl.
Now I got to get away. Because my presence, so this is something Camille's going to be working on for the next few days. Reach for the bowl.
Good.
Give her some more hand feed. And then bring it towards the bowl. Yeah. Then take your hand away.
Good girl.
Now when I tell you, I want you to stop her by saying, Gizmo, leave it. Go ahead.
Good.
Go ahead, do it.
Gizmo, leave it. Good.
And I'm asking Camille to be so gentle on the corrections and reach for the bowl, and you watch to see if she tenses up. And that's what's so subtle about the dog.
Girl.
We have to break that freeze where she starts to interpret it as prey. But her mouth is open. That's great. Put it back down. Okay, girl.
Okay. 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 Good. Good girl.
Take away.
Good.
Say her name.
Gizmo, leave it. Good.
Pick up your bowl.
Good.
Move it around. This is great. This is much better. Monday.
Good.
We'll edit this, I guess, a little. Good. Put it back down.
Good girl.
Hand feed.
Good girl, Gizmo. Okay. Good.
So she's using that command, okay.
Good.
And we just never wanted to cross that boundary. We're waiting till she's really into it. I know it's messy.
Yeah, it's okay. Gizmo, leave it.
Good. Reach down.
Good.
We're never, you know, and this is the whole thing, is not allowing her with the food to get into her comfort zone.
Good.
Now Camille's going to take food and put it down. So the dog doesn't have an expectation of anything. Go ahead, pick it up, show it to us. Pick up the food like you did. Like, in other words, I don't want her to think that she's always going to be hand-fed. And then put it back and tell her, okay.
Okay, good girl.
That's right. Good girl, okay.
Good girl. Okay. Okay.
All right, hand feed a little. Just one or two.
Okay.
Your hand flat.
Okay, good.
Good, drop it.
Good
Good.
girl.
But notice Camille's, look at relaxed here. There's no tension on the leash. We're not holding her back. We're not restraining her. So this was great. If we can get this done 4 or 5 times, and then the major thing is if we can get mommy and daddy to do this. It's kind of a pain in the ass in the sense that this is how her feeding, but this is hugely different than the way it was.
Good girl.
All right, and then we leave some and we're done. So we're going to pick up your bowl.
Good.
You're going to drop the leash and say, okay,
Okay.
and you leave.
Okay, Gizmo. Good.
And then we just forget her and see what she does. So then everything ends there. Do you have any questions? I think that was great.